Hello guys, welcome to another video of this channel. So in this video I'll be talking about ways in which you can earn some extra cash online, right? Now before I mention these ways, it is important to put out a disclaimer, right, that I do not encourage or endorse or recommend any of these options, right? And that I don't guarantee you that you will make any kind of money in this. And maybe during your applications, if you have committed resources and things like that, it might not come out the way that you expect, and you might also meet scams on the way, right? So it is very important that I put that out. So since I started making videos, especially on this channel, I've most people have actually messaged me, right, emailed me and things like that about the best ways in which they can actually make some extra cash online. And from my own experience, like sharing from my own experience, right, of course, like I've given them a couple of answers, different answers, right, and different platforms and things like that. But from my experience, right, this is from my own experience, the things that I think they work, right. Now, the first thing is actually content creation, and that is YouTube, right? Same thing that I'm doing right now, but making video content, or maybe in Facebook, posting and things like that, right? I think this is the universal kind of way in which a lot of people make money, right? I mean, YouTube has created billionaires and millionaires, maybe millionaires and billionaires as such, like the guys like Mr. Beast and things like that. And yeah, so a lot of people make money there. I think a lot of you already know from this. And the nice thing about YouTube is that once you start it, right, and the money is actually passive, right? You don't have, yes, you have to create videos and post consistently and things like that, but the money is actually passive, right? Each and every day, when your videos they get views, right, you earn something, right? You make something. So that is the nicest thing, right? Because like right now, this channel is also monetized. So like every day, I make something, not much, but something, right? So that's the nice thing about YouTube, that like you have that passive income. Now, the next thing I'll recommend anybody to do is to do learn a skill, especially in graphic designing, right? Not just graphic designing, but anything, learning anything that a business can use, right? Somebody can use there for business. Because let's get this thing on YouTube, right? Like literally on YouTube, it's businesses that actually make sure that creators get paid, right? These ads that you see on YouTube are run by businesses. So if you are a freelancer, right, so if you want money, right, you need to provide a service to your business. So that's where maybe things like graphic designing, video editing, or anything that any service that a business can use, right? So do that. It's also like I think I've said that a couple of times, that I do business consultancy and I help businesses, right? And businesses pay me. So yeah, if you're a freelancer, engage with that. Since we have that mindset, like, what can I do, right? What can I do that I can sell to a business? So what service can I provide to them? So that is the mindset that you should have as a freelancer. So learning any freelance skill is actually very, 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 very good. Because for me personally, I started with designing, but made company profiles and like social media banners, and just banners in general for different businesses, and they paid me, right? And apart from that, I would say from a freelancing point of view, again, I would say try things like that are actually rare, like voiceovers, right? If you have a decent microphone, possibly a good USB microphone, or if you want to buy a new microphone, you can actually do that and provide voiceovers. But mostly, most important, especially if you speak a certain language, right? If you maybe speak maybe Hindu, I think there are many Hindu voiceovers, but if you speak languages, especially in Africa, that are actually rare, I can guarantee you that. No, I don't want to guarantee anybody. Sorry, um, but I can, in my own way, right? I am sure, in my own way, right? I don't want to guarantee you or promise you anything, that you have a higher chance of landing a gig. But before I was actually fired on Fiverr, and I think I've made a lot of videos about Fiverr, of my own freelancing on Fiverr when I was providing voiceovers, right? And I think you can actually check those videos within my channel, right? In my channel, you find those videos, and where I showcase on how, if Fiverr deactivated my account, and like the projects that I did, and also the transactions, the monies that I received, right? And I'll say it was actually easier for me to get a gig. It was almost maybe after a month or 2 months, I'll get a gig, possibly sometimes it could be $120, or 200, even more. And I think sometime I was actually hired by somebody in Nigeria. We had a project, but it was like a kind of a book, a church book, and I think we got paid about $300 from that. Um, that project alone. And I think I'll put, I still remember. I think I will try to put some uh, screenshots here so that you can actually check it out, right? And yeah, so voiceovers are actually good, especially, there are always projects that involve different languages, right? So they're always customized there. And as if you are speaking like a rare language, and you do have just some sort of skills that you can actually act, maybe narrate in a particular language, I think that might act out in your favor, right? So do voiceovers, and I think voiceovers might be something that you might enjoy also doing, right? They're actually fun, right? They're actually very fun to do, right? So voiceovers are one thing that you can do. And another thing that I think you might do, depending on where you live, right? I think surveys would be another option. But again, on surveys, I would suggest that you look for high-paying surveys, right? Ipsos will be one of them. Most likely is good in surveys, right? I love the way in which they run some of their services, their surveys actually. And other popular service, the Toluna, I think is one of them. It does pay better, right? Then apart from that, I would say try AI jobs, right? AI gigs. If there are AI projects out there, try to get involved in some of them, right? There are always the projects that do pop up, AI projects, and I think I've done actually a couple of them, not a lot of them, but a couple of them. I think I've shared a video about my project. I think we were trying like Gemini, something like that, from my father, the company, and up to today, I still, I still kind of blame myself that I didn't do or commit to that project, because it was just then like they promised us that they will get on the project and things like that, but we never actually got it. So AI programs, AI jobs, try to search for projects that they have on AI, on what they want you to do, in the whole thing of training AI. You might get some jobs there. Now, apart from that, I would say or encourage you participate in some micro job platforms, but those ones they're not worth it. They're not always worth it, but I would say Nevo is one of them. I like Nevo because I always get a few projects from then to then. Like today, I think I received another project, but I didn't do it because some of the things that they required me or they wanted me to do, things that I wasn't comfortable doing. So Nevo is actually one of them, right? Micro jobs. And apart from that, I will say maybe what teaching. Yeah, teaching is a little bit difficult, but also not difficult, but different nowadays because this AI, and I think a lot of students can do much of their stuff on AI right now, right? But I think where AI is still short is in some subjects where a little bit of critical thinking is required, right? And probably maybe in some space where humans are required, like that human element. Maybe you need humor, things like that. Of course, like teaching, it does involve a lot of skills. Like I do, for me personally, I think I think I have actually participated in some programs where I was teaching like business, you know, entrepreneurs actually, certain programs. That is actually what I do. I do facilitation nowadays, and I love it. Right, when you talk to people, understand them, understand their problems, and you engage with those fun activities. You always have fun. Right? We always have fun doing that. So yeah, teaching is. I don't think that you can actually do right, but I mean, it would be good if you're doing some complicated stuff, but or maybe some things that require human being, right? So I said teaching still is good because it still involves a human element in it, a human component. Yeah, I think from my own point of view, I think those are the things that you can do, right, to earn some extra cash online. I don't know anything about trading though, but again, trading will require you to have any money at the end of the day. So you need to invest something. So yeah, so guys, I think those from my own point of view, I think those are some of the things that you can actually do online and make some extra cash online, right? If you have any other ways in which you can make some extra cash online, please comment them below because they will actually help other people and also me myself because I'm always looking for other opportunities online, right? So yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video, and until then, see you on the next one.